up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going down, everybody? How you doing this evening? Thursday evening, I'm back at you. Um, Man, you know me, man. Just doing my thing, man. Just feeling that vibe right now. I'm really excited right now. Welcome to my show, man. This 800 Stiz House, the God and man form, and the prophet they Sure, baby. What's cracking, man? It's a Thursday. I hope people are up tonight watching this. I hope people got their people's young people's to bed. It's after 10 o'clock. That's the curfew shit. They should be in their beds. You know what I'm saying? So there's grown folk ears listening right now. So this is my show. But yeah, man, what's cracking, man? It's live out here right now, man. On the world, man. Man, everything is beautiful. It's crazy right now. Um, I just went publicly um, through social media, letting people know that I'm officially a grandfather as of yesterday. My firstborn, my daughter Brianna, um, had her baby boy yesterday. Big old boy, big old boy. Yeah, he a big old boy. Yes, he a big old boy. He nine of them, boy. You know what I mean? He 9'5", boy, on birth. You know what I'm saying? We got a big old boy in the family. So, um, man, yeah, man, my boy E, uh, hit me and just hit me a minute ago, and um, just on the vibe, man, just thinking like, he said some stuff to me, man, and you know, uh, small words, man. When you have close friends, man, it's small words, man. It's a guy thing, ladies. It just is. It's a guy thing, man. Just small words, bro. We don't have to make um, big long, sentences and paragraphs and things we want to say to somebody. We can say it in like one full sentence and like two words after that. And that was, you know what I'm saying? And, he told me, "Welcome to the Grandfather Club, man," and congratulations, and just that, man, it made me think because I'm like that. I'm a sensitive dude, so um, sensitive thug. You know what I mean? Right. Anyway, like I said, I'll be wilding tonight, man. I'm happy, right? I'm right in my right mind, and it just what he said to me just kind of made me think. Like he know what I'm talking about, man. And so a lot of my bomb squad dudes, man, my bomb squad dudes, we know. Uh, Man, I remember back in the day when I was happy to be 30 years old because, like, I remember back in the day when I was young, where my people came from. You know what I'm saying? My mom moved me out of there quick, but where we come from, the age is 25. Man, barely they, on a high average, they're barely making it to 25. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not death, but jail, things like that. Just bad neighborhood. And blessings to my mom moving me and Alan up to Minnesota. Um, gave us the opportunity to have a better life and to be able to live to a day like this where, what I'm saying, my child, uh, my oldest child, thank goodness she waited till 29, you know what I mean? But still, damn, I'm official now, you know what I mean? And just to be able to live this long um, for that call, you know what I mean? Um, is huge. I think a lot of people don't understand, the weight that men carry, um, as a family member, as a man, um, as a king of a village, you know what I'm saying? And how much you feel a need to um, take care of young people. You know what I'm saying? You know how I be. You know how I be about this whole epidemic of fraudulent um, caring of young people. You know how I am. I'm a huge advocate of trying to turn that around and speaking on wrongfulness that's done to kids and to be able to, like I said, live as long as I have. And I'm saying like I'm like but I'm just saying to in perspective of the time frames when I was coming up little, it was coming out of a bad era, especially for people of color. So to be here, to be on a platform like this, social media, talking to you guys, talking to my people, you know what I'm saying, expressing my feelings like this. at this age is a story in itself. And then to be able to just, like I said, pick up the phone and see, um, that my daughter has had a baby. I haven't seen him yet. Hey, 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 no, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. But no, I haven't seen him yet. I will. But you know what I'm saying? I've talked about the story before with my little baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So let her have her time. Let her son and her have her time. That's her first one. So um, first, y'all know how first ones is. Y'all know what first ones is. So this is gonna be good. And you got a 9 pounder. That dude's eating. They because they grocery list is gonna be like a G ball. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, look, this is the thing. This is the thing about dude, but you know this too. Like when you grandparent, it's on. It's all the popping. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? That ain't mine. I done had that one. You know what I'm saying? That one ain't on me. So, you know what I mean? But man, this is amazing, man. I got a little guy that I'm gonna have to do what I can to do what a grandfather's supposed to do in order to add that protection um, to his life. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all know, you know what I mean. I go hard for mine. You know what I'm saying? Play with mine if you want to. I'm gonna come for you. You know what I mean? People know that. I speak about it like that. I'm gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about me is, when it comes to things like that, not the sidetrack, but you know, you got to know who you fucking with when you fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I learned over time, man. That's why I never really burn bridges. But you got to know who you fucking with when you gonna fuck with somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go fuck with somebody's kids, um, because some people just, you know what I mean? Like myself, I'm very patient. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like a wolf. I'm like a hound. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very patient. You know what I mean? And I love. You know what I mean? Like Tupac said it the best, man. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting that thing. You know what I mean? So, um, but you got to be patient when it comes to all that, especially when people are like I tell you, we're in a world right now where the things that's being done to the youth and to the kids and this terrible way of treating young people and it's just it's an epidemic, man. It's an epidemic, and we got to do something about that. And I'm definitely going to continue my advocacy to do something about that, especially because now I have a grandson. You know what I'm saying? My son's only 6, so he's just beginning. He's 2 years into the school program. You know what I mean? That they built for these kids. So you know what I mean? You damn sure I'm finna make an advocacy about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna make sure kids are treated right, treated equally and fair, and all given the same opportunity to grow up and be 18 grown adults. And then after that, we can go get them. You know what I'm saying? They pump properly. You know what I'm saying? But before then, these kids belong to the system. They belong to, especially here in the United States. And we have to start treating them more as more than numbers, because that's what basically the country is starting to do, and people are starting to fall in that trap. It becomes a learned behavior. That's a phrase I've said before. I think some of all this fraudulent activity is because it's just a learned behavior. I work in the schools. A lot of the stuff that I refer to comes from what I learned in the schools, and um, you see behaviors becoming a part of people, and the funniest thing about a lot of learned behavior is somebody doesn't even think that what they're doing is wrong. That's the most ironic thing about learned behavior, is that people just think that that is normal. That is how you do it. That's how you do somebody. You know what I mean? They just think, well, I didn't do anything, and it got people just not treating each other right. You know what I'm saying? Not pushing each other to be the best that each other can be, and helping out the next man, and lending a hand to your brother and looking out for your brother. And uh and 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 it's affecting our youth. It's affecting our youth. It's an attack on our youth. um my love show, man, is not just about being in love in a relationship. It's about love overall. It's about the language of love. And I think the language of love right now is really taking a hit because our young people don't know about it. They have no idea how to do with it. I work in schools, man, at the middle school area, and that word is used. And I'm like, wow, you guys are like, you know what I'm saying? And they go through a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying any problem is worse or more than the next person's problem. But what I am saying is they're going through them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is in their head, they're seeing it, and and they're not learning it. I mean, they're not. Um, um, they're not grasping it because where are they learning it from? The parents are too busy. They're working all the time. They're trying to provide for them, cook, clean. They don't have time to sit down and be like, all right, well, this is how you deal with people. This is how you understand people. This is how you conversate with people. And then they go to school and they're not doing it there either. I mean, you know me, I play the angel's advocate. You know what I'm saying? Because they're coming to school, they go to class for 50 minutes. They go for a break for about what 4 or 5 minutes in between class, and then they got to go to the next class for 50 minutes. They're complaining because they don't have enough time between the 5 minutes, which they do. I'm sick. I can get a quick, but then again, even as an adult, like I said, people forget. Even as an adult, there are times where I've been in a conversation with one of my colleagues, and the bell rings, and we're talking. All of a sudden, the bell to be in class rings. So even as an adult, like I said, on Angel's Advocate on their side, I've done that before too. I just think I don't have to be in class, and so they're trying to figure out how to do that, how to balance that time, how to hang out with their friends if that's what they want to do, right? Because they think that they can do whatever they want to do, but if they want to do that, they feel like they don't have enough time for that, and what that does is it causes an imbalance with what they're thinking. Because they're like, how can I balance all my time? You know what I'm saying? How can I balance all my time? And no one's doing that with them. No one is saying this is how you balance. This is we talked about. People have talked about this before. To reference this before about the things that they need to be teaching in schools and stuff like that. You know what I like? I like facts class. Facts class is dope. They'll be up in there cooking. You know what I mean? I can't lie. I'm a little bit biased. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, so my office is right next to fast class, and they be cooking up in there, and they be dropping me off. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even lie. I can't be biased. I'm a little bit biased about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but even and still, if we could implement something in there where they teach kids how to use a schedule, something to help their mind start understanding what I try to talk to the kid. Whenever I talk to kids, man, one of the things that I put out there is, okay, look, 50 minutes. Give me 50 minutes. After that, boom, you don't go to you're done with that class, you go to another. You got a couple of minutes in between. All you got to do is give me 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get them to understand and grasp how to budget their time for 50 minutes. And then all of a sudden rewire it and do it again for another 50 minutes. And if you give me that, you can start to basically help structure your life. Like I said, everything I do, I've told this before, everything I do is for these young people to grasp something that's going to help them a little bit better and make it easier for when they become adults. Because everything and I told a young person this the other day, today actually, I said, whatever you're doing and feeling right now, it's going to be 10 times fold when you get older. Period. And if you're putting it on yourself, you're just going to do it more when you get older. You know? And one of the things I think I hear a lot of is them interacting with other people. We're going to talk a little bit more about that tonight, but that's, you know what I mean? Oh, wait. I ain't no free advertisement on my show. No free advertisement on my show. But they got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And tonight's show is going to talk a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like relationships and things like that. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Oh, and staying on the school thing. I had a teacher one time. I had a kid. I was with a kid, and he was asking the teacher, and I love this. And the teacher was like, "Yo, look, I can't tell you my opinion on everything. I can't tell kids my opinion on everything. You know, I can't. I don't have time to do that. I have a curriculum that I have to teach them." I'm saying like that was like people don't understand like how significant when people say something to me that's like, ooh, it hit more than just hearing somebody say something. It hit more like, wow, that's some educated stuff that you got to tell somebody. Because people be going hard on teachers, but teachers are for real telling you people like, look, I'm teaching you the curriculum that they're telling me that I have to teach you. I got three months, 2.5 months to teach you all this stuff. And I don't have time to be like, hey, well, look, this is the things that I believe in. This is the things that, you know what I'm saying? All I have time to teach you, you know what I'm saying, is the Pythagorean theorem. A squared per equals B squared. I gotta teach you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a test coming up in 3 weeks on it. So you know what I mean? Like a real talk. Like that's the situation with teachers, and you know, 50 minutes, and you got 50 minutes of teaching it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so our young people are having a problem because these schools are not giving them a great situation or process to learn. You know, and most of the decisions that's being made, you know, I'm in the trenches with these guys. Like my principal, man, my dude, man, he cool, man, he cool, he go hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, um, you know, it's for the purpose of bettering your community, because you know you're finna fuel this city with these kids. So, you know, I think that the learning process is difficult for them, and a person that can't give them their personal views on things is sticking to a curriculum that's, I mean, in a sense, the way it was built by, like I said, people that don't even, they're in the pulpits. They're sitting in the pulpits. They don't deal with kids every day. You know what I'm saying? And they got a curriculum to follow. And then not only that, even if they're teaching this curriculum and they're not understanding it, their job is to push them on to the next person. I got to cram all this knowledge. I got a textbook that has 57 chapters in it, with the kind of behaviors we're dealing with. It takes me 2 to 3 days just to teach you one chapter, and I got to teach you 57 chapters, and then I got to test you on it along the way. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. How many of us? I mean, how many of us has got in a new job, and you had to take a 2 week training course? He was up in that mother like, dang, and they was like, here you go. Start making calls to people. All right, okay, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, these young people are put on the stage and put up front to be like, "Now, show us what you learned," you know, and some of them are not skilled at doing that, and no one's ever taught them that. No one's ever taught no one's ever taught these people to fail. You know, and that goes along with my sports show, things I talk about in my sports show, about teaching how to win. I think part of teaching kids how to win is teaching them how to fail. Because once they, and I've said this before, once they learn how to fail, they don't want to taste that no more. And I think there's more stories in the world about failing than there is about success. I think a lot of people want to act like they're the success story, when actually most of their stuff is failures. And I think it's because it's more stories of failures, it's more opportunities for us to teach. Because the success is what worked for you. The failure is what didn't work for you also at the same time. So it's more important to tell the kid about the failures because they know what not to do. Because whatever worked for you, it says it in the books. It ain't gonna work for the next person. Your success story is gonna end up being their first failure. So they have to learn how to do it. And in order to learn how to do it, I'm gonna tell you what didn't work. This did not work. This right here, it did not work. I tried every different angle of doing it. It did not work. You know what I'm saying? So just don't. If you want to go and try that, go ahead. But if not, figure out something else. But with that, we're dishonoring them by pushing them through. You know, and I think that's messing up a lot of these young kids because they just, you know, they're not being sat down and taught how to just deal with things, deal with the daylight. I wanted to talk about Drewski. Hey man, look, bro. Hey, I mess with Drewski, bro. Drewski funny, bro. Drewski funny. I think this is his latest antic that caught him in social media is the white face when he put on the little news chick, when he put makeup on to look like the little news chick. She would got bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? She said some hard stuff. You know how they go. Well, if you can do it, why can't I? It'd be wrong if I did it. No, actually, it wouldn't be wrong if you did it because your culture has been doing that for years. We're still doing it. Robert Downey Jr. But we accept that one. We accept that one because that was funny. You know, but that's the thing about this culture, man. Black culture, like it's funny, cool. Funny wins out with us. If it's funny, we rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the aliens come here and be cool with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we just be like, hey, yo, you cool? All right, yeah, we cool too. All right, let's kick it then. Yeah, hey, you a funny dude. That's how we would roll. You know what I'm saying? We like have some stories there. Did y'all see the little? There's this video, this social media video about this dude dresses like an alien and he be going around acting like he's just a regular alien, man. He be cool. He be talking trash, man. Be cracking me up, man. If you ever see it, man, it's funny, man. You should check it out. Uh, but no, Drewski, man, I like what he does, man, because he makes fun of everything and everybody. If anybody's seen, this is the thing about this is the thing about certain people like that, right? Somebody that's 100% real. When you deal with somebody that's 100% real, you can't confront them. You have to sneak behind and say stuff behind their back and get people to side with you behind their back. You can't come out like this lady and come back at him because what are you going to come at him about? He's talked about everybody. He's talked about black people, Jamaican people, red people, New York people, St. Louis people. He went hard on St. Louis. And we know the population of St. Louis is a little bit dark. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't come at this guy. He's going at everybody. And so now, you know what I'm saying? He's coming at a white person. She wants to be upset. Hey, you just the funny topic of the day, man. I'm sorry. But take that. And what I say a minute ago, everything I say comes back around. Not learning how to fail. Hey, you're the middle of the joke now. It's not a big deal. You're good. Matter of fact, you got a little publicity. Come out with some come out with some news topic or a show or and invent something and put it out because your name is out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom a long time ago when my brother did something. I said, hey man, sometimes good news, sometimes bad news, good news. You know what I mean? Because it could be no news. You know what I mean? So Drewski, man, I like that, man. And we do accept Robert Downey Jr. We do accept him, and he one of us. And we had a draft. We had a draft that year. And we went ahead and took him that year, so he one of us. That's just, I mean, that's how it is. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, like I told you about before with the aliens, if you think about it, think about it. The reason why Robert Downey Jr. is one of ours, y'all let him go. He hit rock bottom, as y'all call it. He hit rock bottom. He was in rehab. He was all tweaked out, right? Y'all let him go. Talking bad about him. We took him in. We said, come on. And then look at him. He's a superhero. He died, come back and be the villain. He dressed up in black and be funnier than some black people. All right, hey man, look, man, I told y'all I'm on tonight, man. I'm officially a grandfather, man. So some of the stuff I'm gonna be wild tonight, man. I'm gonna get on topic. We're gonna talk about pastures, greener pastures, and everything in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go in for a little bit more, man. Just a couple of things I just wanted to talk about. Where is this? I want to talk. Oh, I got a homegirl. She put up, is your view of marriage just about the other person serving and giving to you? I like that shit. I like that shit. I saw that. I was like, I had to talk about that on my show. I like that shit because that's a real question. Like in real talk, I think the main thing that makes that a real question is because of everything. Like I said, social media is a motherfucker. People can't count it out. You can't. So, you know what I'm saying? You can use it as a reference point. And one of the things I have seen a lot of is a lot of words from men and women talking about what they want from somebody, what they bring to the table for them. You know what I mean? I think we've gotten to the point where now, like I said, we're at a battle of men telling women what they should be doing and women telling men what they should be doing. And I've spoke about this one time on my show before that that's not your job. It's not your job. I should be seeing more posts about ladies saying, this is what I want to do with a man. This is what I want to do for a man. This is the type of man, or this is the type of person I'm going to be for my man. And to have men saying, man, this is the type of woman I need so that I can do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm looking for the person that's going to be right so that I can do that for her. And instead of telling the other person what they need to do, um, because most of the stuff that people are telling that they need to do is the stuff that the person that they was with or with they ain't doing. They don't even really know what they want. They just ain't getting that from the person that they with. So people come into these situations, especially marriage. A lot of stuff that I've talked to y'all before. When I speak upon advice of helping in relationships, it's more so for people that are in relationships and want to be in a relationship. Good people that want to be in good relationships with good people. Like you have to want to be in something that you want to work for long term to do the things I'm saying. If in your heart you really ain't trying to be long term with somebody, if you a serial dater or fucker, sex person or whatever, the stuff sounds like Chinese to you. So I get it, but to be in a marriage, I think the biggest thing is to always be thinking about what you can do. Men that are out there driving around like, man, you know what? I need to get my woman a new outfit. I need to get her some new shoes. I need to get her a new necklace. I need to get her some roses. Not because she did something, but just because you're just driving home and the sun is shining on you and you just thought about, dang, I want to get my girl something. And women, the same thing. When they get home, it's been a rough day. The kids are tripping. You tell them to shut the hell up, go in their room and play, and you make a nice little meal and have it ready for the man. You know what I'm saying? Not because that's your job or not because people tell you that you're supposed to do that, but because you want to make sure when he come home, he's fed. You know, this is something that also is going to be leading into the theme for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Um, we wilding out up in here, man. We wilding out up in here, man. Thank you for anybody that's tuning in with me. I appreciate people. Love y'all, man. Um, let's see, real quick, not the sidetrack, but seen this commercial for Paradise, the show on Hulu, Disney Plus, and they were having a conversation about um, being on a date, right? And when you meet someone, the information you tell them, and in particular, this guy, I guess a woman was asking him about a woman, and he said that the woman was his therapist. And she was like, well, why would you lie like that? He's like, I didn't lie. He was like, she's my therapist, right? And she was like, she gave him a look like, come on now, we know more. And he was like, well, I mean, yeah, I smashed. You know what I'm saying? I hit it once, you know what I'm saying? But she's my therapist, right? He's like, why I gotta say more than she's my therapist on the first day, right? And she's like, because that's you be fully unreliable, be honest, or some word. I can't remember the word she said, but she said a word that made her. People be making words up to make what they're saying correct, and something about the honesty, right? And I'm like, that's not no. I don't think so. I don't think a woman would tell a man, hey, look, um, I just was at Tino's house, my baby daddy, 2 weeks ago. Smashed him out real quick. She wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I was about to go over there until you called me and asked me on a date. She ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Right? So a man ain't gonna, because back in the day when I was younger, man, back in the day when I was younger and I was living that life, I had somebody did my nails. I had a female that worked at a spa. I had a girl that braided my hair. Um, I got had a booster. He got me clothes. Um, and then I had my little, you know what I'm saying, my little, you know what I mean, a little money chick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Back in the day when I was in my 20s. So if I met somebody, I'd be like, yeah, you know, and I was with her, I'd be like, oh, she does my nails. You know what I'm saying? It's my nail tech. You know what I mean? Like it was. I might have threw her that thing, you know what I'm saying? Once or twice. And one night when I ain't got nothing, I might cut her up. But because at the moment, I only just saw her to go see my nails the other day. You know, get my nails did. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? In dating, I feel like I think asking yourself if you can handle the person messing with another person is a question I think women and men need to ask themselves. It's competition out there, man. Dating is competition, dude. The best person wins. That's what it is. That's just how it is. If you break it down, it may sound cliche or may sound whatever to people, but that's really what it is. Dating is really just comes down to you're the winner. You know what I'm saying? So you're always in competition. So you have to be at a place where your mind is okay with that person being with somebody else. And if that you can do that, like I said, you can get into that whole um, um, figuring out whether or not you want to pour into that person, then you can make things work and start talking. Maybe one day talking about who all was smashed. That well, one day be like, hey, if you brave, if you feeling froggy, leap and just be like, hey, look, you know those people you was telling me back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That was your therapist. Like, did y'all smash? Oh yeah, oh baby, oh, that's how men is. Oh baby, look. See what happened was, you know what I'm saying? Like she tied me up, you know what I'm saying, in the room, told me I can't go nowhere. She took it from me, you know what I'm saying? Like I had nothing to do with it. Yes, sir, I really didn't like it or nothing. You know what I mean? So, but at least you'll get the full blown truth at that time if you're feeling froggy. You know what I'm saying? To ask about prior. Those are them prior conversations that tripped out, man. But yeah, man, I thought that some funny stuff, man. Also, like I said, just shouts out, man, and love to everybody, man. I'm feeling a little bit good, man. Life is good right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a grandbaby in the world, yo, on the G, and he a dude too. I got some dudes, man. I got some thoroughbreds out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's go, man. My first one, man. Little King Solomon, bro. And that's a tough and fitting name, man. King Solomon, dude. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Um, yeah, man. But yeah, let's get on topic, man. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long tonight, man. I'm gonna celebrate, man. I'm gonna have me a little nightcap, and step outside and just breathe some fresh air, man, and reflect. You know what I mean? And ironic, I talk about outside, right? Because tonight's topic is the grass is greener, right? Um, I think that when you look at that statement, right, grass is greener, pretty much is the whole phrase. People with grass is greener on the other side, right? In reference to leaving relationships for somebody else. I think that when you dissected how I did, grass is greener. I think that can apply to any relationships, um, any situations where you're dealing with people. You can get to a point where you feel like it's time to move, and it doesn't have to be to the point where you're like, because my philosophy is this. Um, my philosophy is that the grass is greener wherever you water it at. So if you relocate, you know what I mean, you take yourself out of how people are and away from bad vibes and bad people, and then you begin to water the new place that you're at the same way you watered the other one and made it all green. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with getting away from them bad vibes, man? Them devils, man. What's wrong with getting away from that, man? Nothing. I mean, when it comes to relationships, it's viewed as bad because it makes it look like sometimes people leave for the highest bidder. The highest bidder won, you know what I mean? But it's always a winner, but they leave for the highest bidder, and that has to do with monetary. In those situations, which grass is greener is looked at as a bad metaphor. But there's nothing wrong with moving on, man. Moving into something better for you. I think the reason why I titled tonight's show "Grass is Greener," and this is because of the algorithm. The algorithm got me on this one. I be watching videos, man, and you know how the algorithm works. Whatever videos you watch or peek at or stay on long, they they keep recurring it and sending it back to you. And one of the things that I've been looking at a lot lately is um, these videos of these men that have lawn care services, landscaping companies, and it always starts off with, yeah, we were just driving through a neighborhood and we saw this home that had 3 to 6 foot tall grass growing all up the sidewalk. Can't even see the sidewalk or the driveway. Vines and twigs growing in between the fences and everything. And they're like, yo, we just wanted to go clean it up. They go in, they knock on the door, talk to the owner. If the person doesn't answer, they check with the neighbors. A couple of times they found out that the house was abandoned, and the city needs to get it checked out and done. And they go in and they handle business. They handle business. A lot of times somebody answers the door. I guess a guy in a wheelchair answered the door one time. An older man, he's a vet. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a leg missing. And they were like, yo, don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything. Fix everything. I mean, I'm talking about they pull up with the gate trailer I'm talking about with the ride on mower. You know what I'm saying? They got the blowers, they got the edgers, they up in that bug with the hacks, the saws. You know what I'm saying? The chain, fizzies, and everything, bro. They up in there doing it all, man. And it's a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of videos. I seen a man. It was actually this black guy, and he has people that he knows that need something done, or same thing. He goes down the neighborhood and sees somebody lacking something or needing some a patio redone, or the front steps, the front balcony redone, or the front porch redone, and he goes in there and just redoes it, man. And a lot of times he'll tell him, he like, yo, I didn't tell him until the end, but I told him I did this on for fun, And the point of that is, like, dudes, like, there are people out here that are like that, man. Like, you just rolling through the neighborhood and you see something and you're like, let me go fix it, and there's no cost to you at all. There's no, excuse me, not cost to you, but there's no payment to you at all, except for the joy of fixing something. In our relationships, we don't look at it like that. We don't look at it like, hey, let me go in here and let me help. Let me help. Our young people are in crisis because no one's teaching them how to help other people. I've talked about this in my sports show. Like, young people are taught to care about themselves for 18 years. And they're expected to go out into the world and care about other people after they turn 18. On their own. They got to go care about other people on their own. And they can't even do it in middle school. I'm having conversations with people that can't do it in middle school. And and that won't ever stop my effort. My effort won't ever stop in trying to help these young people. And it's my job. Where's my no free advertising? It's my job. I think we live in a society right now where, in a sense, in people's mindset, the whole grass is greener stereotype is what people are doing. I think people are just moving on to something that they think is better for them. Not because they want to give something better to somebody or something else. Or what I've talked about, what I said in my thing is that maybe the thing or the place you're at is draining you. We had a conversation one time on one of my shows. I told you about the brain and how it uses 20% to operate. 20% of your energy to operate your brain. Still got to operate your arm. Still got to operate your other arm. Still got to operate your other leg and your legs. And then on top of that, you're using your energy for somebody else, something else. And if you're using energy for other things and those other things aren't pouring back into you, what is that? It's just draining you. It's okay. It's okay. And that's why I think that the way that the stereotype was written is wrong, because it's okay. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I need to go over to this other side. Whether or not it's already green there or not, whether or not once I get there it's going to be green, it's better for the people that's there that I go there. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. Even in relationships. Even relationships. If someone is somewhere at a place where you can't do things for them to help them, it's okay for you to be like, hey, you know what? I have to move away from this. This is draining me too much. I'm pouring in and it's draining me. People that don't pour in can't say it's draining them. You can't claim that. I'm sorry. Only the people that are pouring in, only the good people that want to be in good relationships with good people. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. It kills me. It kills me sometimes when I think about how people treat each other, especially adults, especially men. When you see the ugly in somebody, man, it's like, how can you be like, who made you like that? Who made you like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just evil. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to laugh, man. You know me, it's my defense mechanism, man. But like, it just cracks me up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those type of people make me laugh. Like, you just an evil person. You know what I'm saying? That's how you live your life. You think that, like, for your brain to even operate and consider to do something like that, like, you got a jacked up ass brain, and can't nobody tell me different. Straight up, for you to operate on harming somebody else instead of wanting to pour into people, you jack, bro. You jack, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell people that you jack. Your brain jack, bro. You lost something a long time ago, because that's not our purpose in life to ever do that to anyone. That's like that question I asked, man. Like with when it comes to marriage, like, who wants to be into something where they can pour into something first? Do that first. Then, if you're not getting back, complain. Don't complain. People go into relationships and leave relationships, and they didn't do nothing for the relationship. They never put anything into it. They never invested anything into it. But they complain because the other person didn't. Like, this is crazy. This world is on an axis that's might be upside down. Because remember they say the axis like this a little bit. It's like world like this a little bit. It ain't like just feel like it's like this a little bit. That's what they say. Everything all flat earth, all that, whatever. Dome, all that. They all just figure out what you need. But they once said it'd be like this. I think the movie like this. It's upside down right now. Because people do what they're not supposed to be doing. People be treating people how they're not supposed to be treating people. And you know, I do. You know I do. You know how I do. I put them up. You know what I'm saying? I say what I say. I'm a prophet, man. So I see the need. Um, and I see the situations we been in, and that like I said, that algorithm did his job with that, man. Because I love watching that, man. I love watching these people, these guys go out there and just fix things, man. And y'all know, y'all people, especially y'all grown dudes that got homes. Y'all know what I'm talking about when it comes to lawn care. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you see the line up on the when you see the line up on the lawn, on the sidewalk, on the boulevard. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I see the thing. They take it, boy. They take it down so good. It'd be like the driveway or the walkways that have like the stone with the with the gaps in the middle. They take the grass out of that so you can see the rocks again. I'm like, what, dude? I'm like, dang, they clean, boy. Where are these people at, man? Because how many of you drive by and see a house and you're like, you know what? Let me go fix that up. How many of you do that? Like, I know I talk crazy, but listen to what I say. Even though I talk crazy, just listen to it. It might make sense. If you listen to it, blessings. And if you don't, what meant for you? But pass it on. Like, how many people do that every day? How many people just roll by? Think about that. I told y'all, to be great, you have to be good every single day. So can't none of y'all tell me y'all great, Because I could walk around and look at you. I could walk around and look and see you ain't doing great shit every day. Good shit every day. I'm giving you an example. Men that are just pulling up and saying, let me just clean. How many of y'all just rolled through a neighborhood? Listen to what I'm saying. How many of y'all just rolled through a neighborhood? Fine, I'll make it easier for you. How many of you guys go grocery shopping and get an extra carton of eggs, an extra gallon of milk, an extra loaf of bread, and when you get home, knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I got this from the store, wondering if you could have it. How many people do that? So people can't tell me that they pouring into people like that. That's why it's easy to see all this fraudulent activity done to young people. That's why it's easy for me to watch people mistreat kids. Because people think it's normal. And then when they run into a guy like me, they say, hey, don't you do that. They be bad. Stop telling people. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, look, bro. Look, if that's what's in you, you know what I'm saying? It's just in you. Don't be mad that I pointed out. Don't be mad when I point out what you did. It's okay. Take that shit, man. And that's the thing about being a man. Accountability, right? They talk about the difference between men and women. One of the things is accountability. They go hard on women, saying, quote, stereotype, saying that women aren't accountable. They can't say that unless they're trying to say the men are. Be accountable. Be accountable for what you did. I ain't scared of what I did. I ain't never scared. I do what I do with a purpose, with a passion. And that's to help these young people, man. We got to do something. They are in a state of emergency right now. And we got to figure out how to do this. We have to figure out how to, in order for us to do it, in order for us to teach them, we have to do it. We have to show them how we work with each other. We have to show them how we work with other people. We have to show them how we do this on a playing field, on an even playing field that includes everyone succeeding and getting money. Because that ain't gonna do nothing but fuel the village. And I know for some people I talk crazy, and I get it. Talking about saving the village, talking about helping the kids. I get it. For some people, that's crazy. That's why a lot of people don't like and hate what I say. That's why a lot of people go behind my back and talk about whatever they talk about me because they don't feel or they don't believe in what I'm saying. It's fucking ironic, ain't it? And anybody that doesn't believe in what I'm saying might be one of the people that I'm talking about. Because what am I talking about? It's posted on my shows. You can go back and see what I talk about. And when you see me, I talk about the same thing. I don't talk about anything different. So, grass is greener on the other side. And on this side, man, I'm up out of here, man. Grandpa, dog. I'm a grandpa, dog. I'm an OG. I'm an OG, man. I'm a grandpa. And feels good, man. It's a big old boy, man. Shout outs to King Solomon, man. Welcome to the world. And I'm going to do whatever I can to keep you away from some niggas I just met 4 years ago. I've known them longer than that, but shit, the real them I met 4 years ago. I'm going to keep you away from niggas like that. I guarantee you, young blood, young king, I got you. Keep those type of niggas away from you. Blessings, man, to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? One love, man. Hey, man, do your thing, man. Happy Thursday, April 3rd, April 2nd, April 1st. Man, this year has been flying by already, man. But much love to everybody, man. And love is the language. Start speaking it to each other, and I'm telling you, we can all get better out here. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see y'all Monday on my sports show when I come back at ya. You know I'm about to pop off, boy, about them sports, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, Beautiful, beautiful world we live in. Let's make it. Okay. I love y'all. Have a good night and blessings.